just been nabbed by a parking attendant. So, and we've also just realised that they don't put parking tickets on your car either. They just take the reg and it must be forwarded to somebody, and then you get the ticket in the post. So we've been all chuffed the last few days, thinking we were really cool and we haven't got any parking tickets. And the actual reality of it is that we probably have got about 500. Oh.
We haven't been clamped or towed.
We haven't been clamped or towed, so it's going good. It's going well, yeah. We're still mobile. We laugh in the face of London parking. Anyway, we're on our way to Chris Hargreaves, his place, who is, I've been a friend of Chris's for years, 20 years or something like that. Maybe not that long. But yeah, not that long. And he plays for a band called Submotion Orchestra. They are super, super cool, and Chris is an absolute dom when it comes to effects. Even cooler than that, Chris lives on a boat, so we got into his barge and he's cooking his breakfast. Let's do this. Hi guys, I've just got to quickly show you this. Lawrence is suffering from car sickness.
Nothing to do with the bottle of red wine.
That's him hiding in the back. Lauren,
yes.
How you feeling?
Terrible.
A tad ropey.
Feeling bad.
Yeah, fucking door.
It's nothing to do with the alcohol, it's to do with your driving.
How are you doing today?
Good morning. How are we all feeling?
01655.
Like I went to bed at 3 in the morning, that's how I'm feeling. So this is Wendy House Studios. We've actually just done the Oh, we've just done the interview with Jerry. This is his place. And he has artists like Adele coming here, and Annie Lennox has been in here, and I'll just show you him. This is the chill out bit. Hang on, One Direction recorded here. And then these are the live rooms through here. This is the drum room. Hang on. That's the drum room. And then they're just mixing in here. You can see. Get the guitars down. Wicked. We made it to Soho, going now to Pizza Express to meet up with Phil Mulford, and we're just going to get a pizza beforehand. Just looks like we made it, look how far we... Yeah, never seen. Get out of here! A tour around Soho.
This used to be Henry VIII, like a kind of park for Henry VIII.
Seriously?
Years ago,
Yeah.
yes. It was basically fields. And then they moved people in. One of the guys was Robert Frith, and I think he was a brick guy. And that's why it's called Frith Street, because there's a guy called Robert Frith, which is where Ronnie's is. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So also there's a French Huguenot church there, because the French were here at one point.
Amazing.
And then loads of artisans and people came in, but then there was disease here and all the people kind of moved out. So you know, Soho's like full of history. Shall we go that way to Wardour Street? Yes, amazing.
Plastic Emerald. Phil, for anybody that doesn't know what the hell Ronnie Scott's is, you know, give it in a nutshell in 30 seconds.
Well,
or maybe even more than 30
It's the most famous jazz club in the world, and it's here in Frith Street in Soho, and the great and the good of jazz fraternity get to play here. And in fact, but here's the important bit for me. Obviously, we've got the fantastic Mingus Big Band, but we've got Arnie Summerjeep, who is a bass player playing with his own quartet, so that's fantastic. And they have a lot of British acts doing the support things. Lawrence plays here regularly.
It's been here for years, hasn't it?
Yep.
Like, when did it open?
This one opened in 1965 here.
Yeah.
But they were in Gerrard Street before that from, I think, probably the late 50s.
I'm Les Mis, I'm actually doing classical too.
This is Richard Henry, fantastic trombone player. He's playing in there, and I forgot.
Hey, mate.
Scotty Vine.
Yeah. Hi.
Just there, over there, by the way, is the stage door to the.
Yes, to a theatre, Les Mis, but it's actually on that side, Phil.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
thinking about Miss Saigon. Miss Saigon's
right,
there. Les Mis is.
You're giving a guided tour then?
Up Shaftesbury.
Yeah.
Great. I'm doing a little interview, you see, so I'm just taking them around sort of, I mean, I've been playing up here for 30 years or so, so I just thought, good to see you, man.
I'll let you get on with it.
Have a great show.
Have a good show, mate.
Thanks very much. Bye-bye,
Take it easy, mate.
Corner. So, if you want to meet the guys from Ronnie's, the British guys, this is where they go to
relax.
Have a pint between.
Have a relax. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm looking at the microphone. Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, it's that. How you doing? It's that like how you doing. It's that late. We're at the end of day 40. It feels like we're at the end of day 4. It feels like 40. This was the 3-day interview. I know it sounds crazy to say that it's a lot of work doing 3 interviews in a day, but it's the distance in between. Because when we first were organising the LA trip that we went on, I was like, oh yeah, we should do 3 a day. And then we pulled that back to 2 a day. We did actually do 3 a day on one of the days that we were out in LA, and that was a struggle just to fit it in. And then this time we've done the same. We've had one day where we had 3 interviews, but when you take into consideration that the interviews themselves, generally, like setting up all the cameras, setting up the lights, getting going, probably takes sort of like 1 to 2 hours for each interview. And then with all the crack that sort of like chattering in between. Crack, by the way, is like when you're having a crack. It's like an English saying, all the crack. Yeah, not sort of like, not like, Breaking Bad style, whatever that, yeah, all the chatting with, when you get there, you've got to have a good chat beforehand. And so it takes a long time, and then add into that the driving in between and things like that, and it just gets crazy. So today we were just shooting around all over London, and just like it was like nearly 2 hours one of the trips, wasn't it? It was my fault actually.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, we left Jerry's studio, and then on the way to meet Phil Mulford, and realised that I'd left my bag with my laptop and stuff in Jerry's studio.
We had to stuff Lawrence in the boot.
Yeah, so there was a crazy moment where we were driving down the motorway, well, like the freeway, driving down the freeway, and we couldn't work out whether I'd actually picked up the bag or not, or we'd left it in Jerry's studio. So I turned around and looked, and Lawrence has got the back seat of the seat down, and he's in the boot. And all I could see was like 2 legs sticking out the boot. And Lawrence trying to find this bag. Anyway, it turns out the bag wasn't there, so we had to go back, and then we had to get down to Soho to meet Phil, which was a really, really great interview. Phil took us. We did the interview because we didn't even know where we were going to interview Phil. We didn't have a location for it. He's doing a gig in the Pizza Express in Soho Square, and they're not keen on you filming stuff down there. So we had to find a location in Soho on the fly. So Phil knew a guy who had a cafe, and we went in the cafe, and it was about 6 foot by 6 foot square, and it was pretty apparent that we were going to completely take over his cafe. So we did it in the cellar of the cafe. It was super cool. Just went in there, we moved all the boxes out of the way and did it down there. It was, when you've just got to make stuff happen because you're there, and you've got no option other than to make happen. It was one of those moments. But like super cool. Today we saw Chris Hargreaves, we saw Jerry Meehan, and we saw Phil Mulford tonight, and now again it's 10 to 2 in the morning, and Gav's editing and uploading, and I'm fixing up what's going on tomorrow. So tomorrow we've got Dave Swift in the morning. We're going to Jules Holland's studio. So we're going to Jules' studio, which is where all Dave's basses are. We're going to be hanging out with Dave Swift, which I'm really excited about. And then who have we got in the afternoon? It's just a blur, isn't it? It's just a blur. We've got somebody in the afternoon, yeah.
Lawrence Cole.
Oh, we've got Lawrence Cole in the afternoon, which Lawrence Cole, I'm just like massive fan of Lawrence's. And I think that we're going to go and see Lawrence play in Ronnie Scott's after we do the interview. So it's going to be a good one. I've probably got other stuff to tell you, but I'm completely disastrously tired, and I've got no idea if I'm even making any sense. So I think we should probably leave it there and wrap it up. Yeah. So thanks again for watching all of these vlogs and all the support that you give the SBL podcast. And just as a sort of like, just to say, what your support means to the SBL podcast. If you go to the new and noteworthy section in iTunes in the music category, we're right at the top of there, which is just pretty phenomenal. it just shows that there's, you know, a huge world of bass geeks out there, and I'm just like super chuffed and over the moon really that you've made that happen. Bass, please. Anyway, guys, take it easy, and I'll see you tomorrow in the shed. Bye.